Welcome to our channel. We're all about faith, family, home, and farm. Come on in and grab a chair and sit a spell with us. If you like readable versions of all of our content, be sure to check out both of our blogs. The links to our blogs will always be in the description box below our videos. Well, today is the day that I have to tackle another project, and that is maintaining a couple of appliances that helps keep our clothes clean and fresh and soft so we can clothe our bodies with the needs that we have. And that is my washer and dryer. And y'all, honestly, we did not purchase these. We were blessed enough that dear hubby won these in a raffle ticket drawing. Yes, you heard that correctly. Dear hubby won this washer and this dryer set. And let me tell y'all, they were not cheap. So this is the reason why I want to take care of something that God has blessed us with to make it last longer. Of course, every appliance comes with owner's manuals because both of these babies have a lot of bells and whistles that I had no clue what was used for. And I wanted to make sure I'm going to get all the use out of these two appliances that's new to me. I've never owned a front-loading washing machine, and I've heard a lot of things about them that people didn't like about them, but that's okay. I'm learning how to take care of mine. And I'll get to that in a moment. But y'all, I remember the days of seeing some of my great-grandparents with those old-timey washing machines with the ringers on them. I had a relative, a great relative, that still used a wash tub and a scrub board and then turn around and hung her clothes out on the line. I am no stranger to a clothesline. My mama had one and we loved hanging sheets and towels out on them. And oh y'all, there was nothing like climbing in those beds with clean, sunshiny, outdoor smelling sheets with freshly shaved legs. It was glorious. And one of these days I may go back to having a clothesline just for sheets and towels. But in the meantime, I'm going to use my little appliances here, my maids, and keep them running for years because like I said, these were not cheap. I'm going to tell you about the dryer now, some things to look for to take care of your dryers. Of course, every load, when you get done drying a load of clothes, clean your lint out of your lint tray. Y'all, I cannot tell y'all how many times people's homes catch on fire because 9 times out of 10, it's caused by dryer lint being either caught down in the lint tray, people not emptying out the lint tray between loads. When my boys were living at home, I can't tell you how many times I went behind them and had to remind them, clean the dryer lint out of the tray. You're gonna catch the house on fire. I think I finally drilled it into their head for when they got homes of their own. I hope I did anyway. And down in the bottom of your dryers, lint can get caught up in there. I'll show you how I clean that in a moment. And then someone needs to be sucking out or blowing out the lint that gets caught in the hose from the back of the dryer that leads to your outside. That needs to be done frequently. That needs to be part of your deep cleaning or your monthly maintenance or yearly maintenance, something, every 6 months maintenance, whatever. That needs to be done, y'all. I feel sorry for a lot of people's homes who catch on fire and they've lost their homes due to this. I like to wipe down the top, the sides, the insides of the doors, the glass on the doors, inside the tubs down there where more lint is. And I'm going to show you how we're fixing to take care of your lint trays that comes out of your dryers. So let's go take this to the sink and I'll show you what I do. Fabric softener sheets are waxy, and believe it or not, when they dry and they melt, that wax has got to go somewhere, and not all of it gets distributed to your clothes. There's more left. And here's a money-saving tip. Did y'all know that y'all can get by with just a half of a fabric softener sheet? Tear it in half and just put a half a sheet in your load. That's really all you need, because I've tested it. Okay, there's your money saving tip, but let's get back to this screen. I take my screen out and I will scrub it down really good with Dawn dish soap. That helps break up the waxy buildup that gets caught in your lint tray as it melts. We're going to do a water test in a minute and I'll show you what I mean. Wax buildup gets caught in that fine mesh in your screens. That causes more lint to stick, and that causes your dryer to not dry your clothes properly. So please, every once in a while, maybe once a week, every 2 weeks, between every load, clean your dryer lint after every load. Then once a week or once every 2 weeks, take that lint tray out and give it a scrub down just like this to remove that wax buildup. Save money on your dryer sheets. Maybe you can switch to a liquid fabric softener. That's an idea. Sometimes we get the dryer sheets, sometimes we get the fabric softener. I just know how to maintain my washer and dryer now, thanks to the owner's manual too. But some of this is just common knowledge. Now let's do a water test. After you clean it, your water should flow through it fast, just like this. If it's puddling up on the top of your screen, you've got a wax buildup and you didn't get it all out. But look how it's flowing through fast and easy. So I've got all the wax buildup off. So just know, wax buildup on your lint tray can cause problems too and cause your dryer not to dry properly. Okay? We're going to go put this back in my dryer. And we're going to continue taking care of the dryer first. I've already wiped the outside and the top down and the glass. I'm not finished with it yet, but I do want to get this sheet back on top. Dear hubby is in the process of eventually he's wanting to build me a wooden top and have it float just about an inch above the washer and dryer so I can have a place to fold. But right now I keep a sheet on top to keep them from getting dented and scratched up for when we come in the back door and just throw things on the top of it like keys and hats and coats and purses and stuff. Yeah. So now let's get to our washing machine. I'll get back to the dryer in just a minute. I'm not done. But you see how clean my washing machine is? Now, this is how you want to clean your rubber seals. See how it's beginning to get a little bit of black in there? That's what people are complaining about, getting mold in their rubber seals. But y'all, this is common knowledge of how you can keep this clean and keep it from building up and getting nasty. I clean mine out with my homemade cleaner. I spray it down, I wipe it out, and then between loads of laundry, I will leave the door cracked and let it air dry so you don't get that mold buildup. Now, I'm going to clean the drum And I'm going to put baking soda and peroxide on the inside to clean the pipes, clean the inside of the drum mount from any kind of mold or icky, gunky, dirty buildup that may be lurking in my pipes back there. Now my washing machine has a cleaning cycle on it, so we're just going to turn that on and let it be running while I get back to the dryer. We still have some more work to do in our laundry room, putting trim up, things like that, organizing, hanging things up, because we had our floor redone in there too. So we've still got to do that. So look how nice these look. I like having it all nice and clean and wiped down and pretty. Now let's get back to this. I'm going to show you what the inside looks like after we cleaned it out really good, and I'll show you how I got down on the inside. This is all dry. It doesn't feel gummy or sticky anymore. It's smooth, but not like slick, waxy feel. It dried in there. Down in there is where I take a crevice tool and I can get down in there as far as I can. Y'all, lint can get caught down in there even during the drying process. The lint tray does not catch all of your lint, so make sure to use some kind of tool to vacuum out and get down inside there. Then I also just like to take a rag and go behind myself and still just triple wipe out. And I like to get around the edges of the doors. Just know your appliance. Get your owner's manuals out. Read them. Read the care and the maintenance section, please, to make your money last longer in your home and take care of your appliances. You don't want to throw money in the trash. And use safety and precaution, and that's how I keep mine clean.